How many attempts did it take you to leave your marriage? Now, the statistic, the DV statistic says that it takes an average of 7 tries for a survivor to leave their abuser. And I can easily say it was 7. It's probably more than that, probably closer to 15. Because what would happen is I would pretty silently or pretty obediently take the harassment from my ex, and it would just build up and build up and build up until eventually I would just not be able to take it anymore. And it would be, I would kind of blow my gasket. It's, reactive abuse. And then it became all about that. And in that fit of reactive abuse, I would be like, I can't do this anymore. And I would, in my mind, I would really be like, I'm done. And I would start looking at places to live, and I would start making a plan. And then over the course of a day or two, I would start to kind of understand how not feasible it is given the circumstances at the time. And I would also talk myself down from the ledge and, gaslight myself. It's not really that bad. Look at all the things you have to be grateful for. And of course, I would get all of these things from him. And, how can you do this? What are you doing? You're being ridiculous, and all of that other stuff. And I would listen to all of that other stuff until I finally was able to tune all of it out. So tell me, how many times did it take for you to
Ladies,
leave?
let's talk about our divorce tattoos. I got my 2 tattoos when I was going through my divorce in the very, very beginning. As a matter of fact, when we weren't even officially separated, the marriage was definitely crumbling at the time. And I definitely did it for 2 reasons. Number one, it was an act of rebellion because I had been thinking about getting a tattoo for several years, and I mentioned it to my husband at the time, and he told me that I wasn't allowed. So me going and taking the step of getting that first tattoo was definitely my Gen X, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me act. And then similarly, the second reason was a celebration of my freedom, that I was taking back my rights to my body to do whatever I wanted to do with my body, whatever I decided to do. Now, both of the tattoos, I was very deliberate in what I decided to get. I wanted to, if I'm going to brand myself, let me brand myself with strength. And I wanted them to be in a place where I see them every day. And I ended up doing them on the inside of my forearm. The first one is Survivor on the inside of my wrist. And then about a month and a half later, I went back. And the second one is a Celtic symbol for female warrior. And a couple weeks ago, I happened to come across a video on my FYP that was talking about forearm tattoos, and that they are a symbol, especially for women, of someone who has overcome great challenges and who has been through hell and back. And I can definitely say that my marriage was a great challenge, and it definitely was hell, and I'm making my way back from it 4 years later, still making my way back. So tell me about the tattoos that you got in your divorce, or if you have a forearm tattoo, tell me about that one.